Hello everyone, I am Olivia Page with oraclebyolivia.com and Oracle by Olivia on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. So I am making this video for part 2 of Divine Masculine Energy. So if you're watching this and you missed part 1, I will link below part 1. So yeah, just check the description below where you'll find a link to part 1 where I brought forward messages from Melchizedek and Loki. So they wanted to bring in messages about divine masculine energy and how to work with divine masculine energy and how to balance the divine masculine energy. So in part 2, I'm going to bring forward at least 2 beings, and then I might potentially make a part 3. So just watch the description below and to get that information, to see the links to the other videos. Okay, so in part 1 I talked a little bit about how I'm in a group called TAG, or Transformation and Ascension group. It's a monthly group and we connect with different energies and light beings and elementals every single month, and this month we're doing Divine Masculine. And if you have any interest in learning more about this or joining, I will link my affiliate link below also in the description and you can check that out. Okay, so let's see here. Who wants to come forward first? All right. So we're gonna bring in Kumara. So I just call him Kumara. The card says it's Sanat Kumara. So let's see what Kumara, so Kumara is one of my master teacher guides, and let's see what he wants to bring forward. What can you tell us, Kumara, about divine masculine energy? How do we balance divine masculine energy, and how can we work with divine masculine energy to bring in more abundance? Okay, so let's see what he has to say. Oh, look. This is something new I got. This is my mala beads, and you see them? It might be hard. I don't know if they'll focus on it. Anyway, they're purple sandalwood, and they're beautiful, and they smell so good. I love the way they smell. I love trees, and I love like sandalwood essential oil, or frankincense, amber, things like that. I love the smell of trees. So okay, anyway. All right, let's bring in Kumara. Okay. Hello and welcome to this message. I am grateful to be here in your presence to bring forward a message about the divine masculine energy. For the divine masculine energy has been out of balance for much too long on your planet, and it is time to make an adjustment within the divine masculine energy. For the unbalanced masculine energy is what is out of balance, is what is leading the way on your planet, or has been for a very long time. As you work closer with your heart center and with the divine feminine energy, this will help heal the divine, help heal the masculine energy that has become toxic and imbalanced. And I ask that you work with this energy to bring forward the balance of divine masculine energy. So I ask that You work on divine masculine energy by being true to yourself and true to your heart center, and listening to what is good for the greatest good of all. And I ask that you take time each day to bring in more light, to see more light within your body. This is how you transform and transmute old energies, is by bringing in more light. You can bring in the Christ light. You can ask me to come in and wash you with light. You can ask other beings such as angels to come and wash you with divine love and light, with the intention to balance the divine masculine energy. And the more we can bring in the light, the more we can balance the energies on your planet. For those of us that are not incarnated in human form are helping those of you that are, and we are helping the ascension process from the outside perspective of the Earth's energies. And this one wants to remind me and all beings of the fact that being in human form is much different than our perspective, because you in human form are the one having to live the ups and downs of the human experience in a dense human body. And she feels that we as light beings forget the intensity of what it is like being in this energy. And so by coming through and channeling and being channeled and trans-channeled, we are able to connect with that energy more, and it helps us connect with that energy more so that we can understand what that feels like and what that experience is like, so we ourselves can have more understanding and compassion for what it is the humans are going through. Of course, we do already have that understanding and compassion, but we can connect deeper by connecting with you more. And so the more that you ask to connect with high vibrational beings of love and light, the more we can understand where these shifts need to occur in your planet and into the collective as a whole. Okay, I had to push him out. So I'm just going to recap. So basically he's saying that they want us to connect with the beings of love and light more because it helps them understand what it is that we're experiencing here as physical form. So you don't have to be able to trans-channel to do that. It's really just about calling them in and asking them to be in your energy. It's about communicating with them and telling them about what that is like, what you are experiencing, to kind of use them as this soundboard to you know, if there are things that you're afraid to tell somebody or express to somebody because you just, sometimes we have this nervousness or fear around expressing ourselves or saying the things that we want to say. And so you can use them, you can call them in, you know, if it's an angel that you like to work with, or an elemental, or a galactic being, or you know, if it's just, you know, if it's God or a goddess or source, whatever it is, and speak about it and talk about it with them and pour your heart out to them is what he's asking you to do. He's also asking that you bring in more light, so we have to see us bringing in more light. He shows me this is like our transformation into a light body, because our molecules are so densely compacted together that we have to train our body, our cells, our molecules, our atoms, the neutrons, the protons, to be able to hold more light so they can expand, because part of this ascension is an expansion. We are expanding out, we're expanding further, we're expanding out to have different perspectives, to have different feelings, to experience the world in a different way than we have for thousands of years on our planet. And so the ascension is part of this expansion. We expand by, his energy is so strong, by bringing in more light. And so he does want to do a light activation with sound healing. So we're going to do a little light activation with Kumara. I'm going to let him come in and do the sound healing to help activate us to a higher vibrational light that we can hold. And you can ask him, you can ask Kumara to come in to help you hold more light. And you could say, just very simple, like calling in a being doesn't have to be a big long process, a complex process. It could be as simple as just saying their name 3 times, or saying, hey Kumara, I need some help with this, or hey Kumara, can you come in and share space with me, share energy with me, and help me, can you help me integrate some new light energy into my body? So he wants to help you do that. You see all the light codes on this card? I don't know if you can see that because I'm outside and it's kind of sunny, but okay, so, and by bringing in more light, we're able to shine more light out and to help raise the vibration of those around us. And sometimes when we are raising our vibration and shining our light out to others, it can trigger others to react in a negative way, because they don't realize that all of a sudden they're kind of, it's like they're being elevated to this higher state of being, and their whole system doesn't understand what's going on, and so they have this outburst of a reaction because that's how they process it. So try not to take those types of things personally. Okay, so I'll have him come in to do a quick little light activation, just to be able to hold more light. I see his light as this brilliant white light. That's how I see his light. You can see it as any color as you want. You can ask him to come in and bring in the color of the energy of each of your chakras. So if you want to do that, you can do that, and you can work with him with each of your chakras. So let's see. I thank you for the opportunity to return so that I may bring in a light activation through sound and hand gestures. And this will help you integrate more light into your human form so that you can expand further out to help others, to help you, to help with understanding and compassion. Ashunyanama katia shunama tuyata akata mashuyata lia makata ishia ya haya hu atu amakatu atu ashia makatalia atama ushama yu ahu ahia ashuita atauma atuima utahu atuima utahuma atuimahu ashuima hashuima hashuima hashuahu hashiali hashiua hashiua hashiu hashiua hashiu hashiua hiya hayu ihu hahu ihu aiu 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 His energy is so strong. Oh my gosh, I hope you can feel some of it. His energy is powerful and intense. Thank you, Kumara. Thank you. You know, he's my master teacher guide, and I don't connect with him very often. Actually, what I've realized is that I don't connect with any of my guides as much as I should. I'm always connecting with other beings, and not that that's an issue, but like my team is here to really support me, and so I have to remember to connect with them. I actually have been considering doing a video series bringing in my guides to see what they could share with all of us. So that might be something I will do. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so all right, so now I'm gonna bring in Commander Ashtar. Commander Ashtar. He feels like the younger version of Melchizedek, or maybe he's like the son of Melchizedek, or maybe they're just somehow maybe they work together. Commander Ashtar. I wish I would have brought my book for these cards so I could tell you like more about where they come from. So maybe I'll write that in the description and see what Diana Cooper has to say in her book. This is Kyle Gray's Keeper the Light deck. So I'll write a blurb down below about where each of these, because I think one of these is connected to the Galactic Federation, or maybe most of them are, because the other two I want to do, is the Divine Director and Hilarion. So, yeah, I think like I said, I'll write just a little bit down below in the description, since I forgot to bring my book. It's because I wanted these to be, I don't want to like read the book first or read what's written on the card and then have that influence my channel. Like, I want it to be organic. So that's why a lot of times, sometimes you see me and I cover the cards up, because I don't want to be influenced by it. Because even though whatever's written on this card is part of the energy that they work with, they of course work with other energies and help with other things. So I like to let that come through. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see what Commander Ashtar wants to tell us about. So Commander Ashtar, would you please step forward? And what can you tell us about Divine Masculine energy? And can you tell us about Divine Masculine energy and how it can help us with abundance? All right, Commander Ashtar. Do you guys hear all the birds in the background? Sorry. I'm feeling a little nervous about bringing him in, because Kumara was such a strong energy. It was such a strong and powerful energy. Like, my body really had to adjust to his energy. So he definitely is going to help with light expansion. Kumara will. So, okay, anyway, Ashtar, back to Ashtar. Hello, I am Ashtar, and I come forward to talk about the divine abundance. For divine abundance is much greater than how you perceive abundance on your planet, and abundance has much more to do with the energy in which the state in which your energy is in. And so by being in a balanced state of energy, this will help your abundance and manifestation process. And I ask that you find balance in your energy field, and you do this through clearing sessions, working on clearing your chakras, working on healing past life trauma and wounds. And so your energy will attract more abundance when your energy field is clear. And so as much as you can, you must work on clearing your energy field and keeping your energy raised by working with us, and even with me or with Kumara, whoever you feel drawn to help bring in more light, to see this energy field that you possess, to come all the way deep down. You want to see this energy just not to just wash over your body. You want to see the energy penetrate through your body. It needs to come through your body and into your cells, all the way down to the cellular level, all the way into the molecules. If you can visualize this energy coming in and washing over, not just washing over, but penetrating your body, this will be beneficial for you to see the energy coming within you. For it is very often that you bathe yourselves in this energy, but you aren't absorbing the energy. And so I am bringing your attention to the fact that you need to absorb this energy. You need to see this energy going deep within your body, your muscles, your tissues, your cells, your molecules, your atoms, your particles. All of it needs to be bathed, absorbed, penetrated with this high vibrational light. And you can't just wash away the outside energy field. You need to clean deep within your energy field. That is why it is important to eat a healthy and clean diet, and to take very good care of your body, for you are in a human form, and it can be easy for the soul in a human form to work very much on the soul work and the spirit work, and then forget about the body work. It's mind, body, and soul for a reason, for these three things need to be in balance. And at this point, don't beat yourself up if you feel like you have forgotten one of these aspects. That is okay. We are just bringing your attention to it so you can remember to work on these things more often, moving forward after watching this video. That making even small changes, they don't have to be big, large, big, huge, drastic changes. They just have to be small little changes. Each phase that you go through and make a change, you can make a change and let your body accept. Sorry, someone came walking right by me. That threw me out. Okay, let me bring him back in. As I was saying, these changes do not have to be big and drastic. You can make one small little change, perhaps in your diet, maybe in the thoughts that you have. Make this one little change and integrate it into your new daily experience, into your new daily lifestyle. And then when you feel like this has become your new habit, and it's really ingrained and grounded and deep within you, that this is your new lifestyle, your new way of behaving, you will then be able to make another small change. So maybe sometimes you try to do too much at once, too much change at once, and then it falls apart, falls away because you tried too much at once. So do one little thing at a time, and this will help it be more sustainable for your human experience. And we do not expect you to be perfect, and we do not expect everything to mind, body, and soul to always be in perfect balance in order to ascend. We just ask that you are striving, that you are actually taking the steps, doing the work towards making this happen, and taking the positive actions towards making this happen, making these little changes happen. And this is how you attract more abundance. This is how you balance the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy, is by bringing balance into your mind, body, and soul, because mind is very much connected with the divine masculine, and body is connected with the feminine and the masculine, and soul is also feminine and masculine, and we are trying to bring them all together and bring that connection between your head and heart, body, mind, and soul. And so we ask that you just work towards this a little bit at a time. And like if you were to take up walking or a new exercise regime, and you started doing 10 minutes a day, and then you did that for a week or 2 or 3 or 4, and then you increased that to 15 minutes and continued that cycle as you're preparing your body for creating a new habit. And that is what I bring forward for you regarding divine masculine and divine abundance, is to create balance in mind, body, and soul. Okay, so his energy was a little easier for me to handle, but maybe I was a little more prepared because I did Kumara first. But yeah, he was talking about the importance of the balance of mind, body, and soul. And it was like, I think it's important because the divine masculine is out of balance also in the aspect of how we take action in our life, and how we feel like we have to have 10 or 20 things on our plate, and that we have to do them all at once. And he's saying to do just a little bit at a time, that's going to create more balance for us. By having too much at once, trying to do too much change at once, can be very overwhelming, not just to our mind or body and soul, but just to our whole experience, our whole being, that can leave us feeling overwhelmed. And so instead of overwhelming yourself and then taking all these steps backwards, he's asking you to do just little steps at a time, and know that it's okay to do little steps at a time. And they're not asking us to be perfect in our energy. They're asking us to strive to be better, to be healthier, to be more mindful. And every time we're in a situation where we bring in more mindfulness, more compassion, more understanding, that's an opportunity where we're raising our vibration, where we're seeing things from a collective perspective of these higher vibrational beings, not just the collective consciousness here on earth, but the universal collective consciousness. Okay. All right. So I think I'm going to stop here. So I'll just show you these pictures again. Kumara, Sanat Kumara, and then Commander Ashtar. And he didn't say Commander Ashtar because I think he felt like that there's no reason to give him that title of commander. We have to see ourselves as equal energy and as one, and that having the title commander can make you think that maybe he's better than other beings or something like that, and he doesn't want to give that impression. He wants you to know that he is a divine light being, just like all of us. We're just expressing our divine light and our soul self in a different way. He's expressing his soul self as, you know, Ashtar in a, you know, in a light body form. I'm expressing my soul self in a human form, and that's how you're expressing yourself. And we express those soul selves, you know, differently as well, right? So even though there's 8 billion people on the planet, we express different aspects of source and different aspects of you know, the human experience. So anyway, that's what Ashtar and Kumara have for us, and I thank them both for being here, and I thank all of you for being here. And just check the description below, and I will have the link to part 1 of the Divine Masculine series. So you have a wonderful and beautiful day, and if you're able to spend some time outside, please do. It is so good for your mind, body, and soul. All right, you take care. Bye.